right, so y'all already know the deal. We are yapping once again. Let's get it. So the main message right here, it says more focus, more growth. So, obviously, guys, we live in an era where we are essentially so distracted with so much of like what's going on like on social media, for better or for worse. And really what it's doing is killing our gains here, guys. And we need to come with a solution to solve this. You feel me? And I just want to say to everybody who is very ambitious, this may be a problem for you where you kind of like focus and you can't really follow through with anything because there's just so much. You may be a person who sees a lot of possibilities and different things in life, and or you might be a person who just likes to be stimulated constantly, and you feel me? You just can't just sit down, and you may struggle with what they call delayed gratification. I definitely struggled with delayed gratification for like a while. I've definitely gotten better at delayed gratification, but I would not lie to you. I definitely struggled, like beforehand. So right here, I am going to uncover this chart right here. And this is basically going to be me helping you explain just a prioritization and what you should do to try and fix being distracted by just so many different things here in life. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it right now. So right here, these stop signs, these are meant to be, these octagons are kind of meant to like be like stop signs. This is something that you don't want to do, and the stars basically things that you want to do. Right now, I could have listed way more, but we're just gonna keep it simple. Okay, we gotta keep it super simple. So I'm gonna unbox this second portion right here. It says subtraction. So if you don't know who Alex Hormozi is, he's basically like an entrepreneur. I know he owns acquisition.com. You probably seen him somewhere on Instagram. He sold the books 100 mil offers, 100 mil leads, 100 mil money models, things of that nature. I have all three of his books. But basically I was scrolling through Threads one day, and usually I ignore like a lot of posts on Threads because people just be yapping about whatever. I remember he said something essentially in the thread in which he stated that when you're young, you're essentially practicing the concept of addition, right? Specifically when you're like a child, which basically entails that you're gathering a variety of skill sets so that you can kind of see what clicks with you as a child, and to obviously just kind of like get a sort of sense of what life is like and how to live life. So you're gonna have multiple interests, nothing like very specific. You're just kind of doing everything, trying out all the flavors at the ice cream shop essentially. And so with that, as you get older, he says that you start to practice a subtraction. And subtraction is basically when you are honing in on a specific skill set, a specific goal essentially, and you're trying to get rid of all of the distractions that surround it. Because as you get older, again, people think that you have to keep adding, and that's kind of true still. But ideally, he was saying that you want to kind of just start to like converge everything together, kind of like hone in, sniper focus on like a goal here, so that you can actually get from point A to point B. Now, subtraction, like I said, is it's you fighting needing to eyeball irrelevant things, chase cheap dopamine, or falling victim to repeated bad habits. And you need to be able to subtract a lot of things from your life, so that way you can like hone in on what really matters in your life, if that makes sense. So in this chart right here, I have a brain, right? And your brain is one of the most powerful things, guys. Do not underestimate your brain right here. So let's just go over this chart real quick. Again, simple. Stop sign, right? It's octagon. Doom scrolling. Goodness, I doom scroll. You may doom scroll. It is what it is. But I don't really doom scroll as much as I used to. As a matter of fact, I don't even like the only doom scrolling app that I really have is, I think actually it'll be Pinterest. You wouldn't guess this, but it'll be Pinterest. I really do be on Pinterest a lot because I don't know. I like looking at Pinterest. I like looking at aesthetics, things of that nature, and also give me inspiration for many things. I don't have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter on my phone. I can only access all of those apps that I just stated on my computer or laptop. But on my phone, I only have Pinterest. That's like the only thing that I doom scroll on, really. So yeah, I would say doom scrolling is one big thing that's a big distraction for us. Thirst for drama, I think a lot of us have a thirst for drama in some way. We like to, what they would call it, the tea. We love to hear about some tea that's going on in the world or whatnot, or with whatever celebrity or idol that we may frequent or consistently watch. And I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, that's also a distraction. And then last but not least is seeking validation or trying to be perceived as something. I would say that this is also very, very irrelevant. You don't need to always be constantly chasing validation for something, for someone. You can't really control how you're perceived by many people. Many people have their own individual opinions about you. So again, this is just a distraction, trying to like appear or appeal a certain way. It's like, this is also a distraction. You don't need to be doing that. Okay. Now let's go over the stars right here. So for these stars, I'm gonna start with routine. Routine is definitely something that you really, really want to have in your life. I don't care who you are, routine will do you justice. I'm not even joking. And because we're starting at routine, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this last box right here where I said keep watering the plant. Consistently pour your time and energy into what truly matters. So guys, routine, guys, being consistent with something. You have to keep watering the plant. When you grow plants, is because the fact that you're able to grow plants is a sign of your consistent care for the plant, right? Plants aren't gonna grow correctly if you're not consistent with it. So I will definitely recommend getting a routine in your life, because a routine can definitely help out. And I know y'all probably saying like, oh my god, routine. Again, when I say routine, I'm not saying you have to like go cold turkey and just be like waking up at 5 a.m. every single day and then you have to do the exact same thing, you know, routinely no. I'm just saying like try to apply some form of consistency in your life, so that way you can learn how to, you can basically tolerate delayed gratification and just be in the moment, just doing something repeatedly over and over and over and seeing it grow over time, where you're like, oh wow, okay, since I was consistent, this is the result right here. Like I'm able to grow this, I'm able to grow that, I'm able to grow this business, I'm able to scale this business or whatnot. You can say back when agriculture was a big thing. I mean, agriculture is still a big thing, but I'm saying like agriculture was a people's skill at one point. We all needed to grow, you know, plants, things of that nature, wheat, fruit, all that good stuff. And that was a sign of what humans used to be very consistent with things. We used to do things repeatedly over and over and over for a specific result. Sunlight is very productive, guys. All right, you need sunlight. I will always preach sunlight. Getting sunlight instead of just staying in your house all day doing scrolling or doing whatever, being on your phone, bro, it's a way better option. Always get sunlight, get sun. Right now it is summertime here in Texas, and best believe I'd be outside, guys. I literally be outside anytime there's sunlight outside here. I'm out, and it'd be hot too, but I don't even care, bro. We need sunlight for sure. And then last but not least, in this chart we have practical information. So emphasis on practical. You see how I put practical information that you can actually put into practice, right? Absorbing useless information can low-key be very unproductive. Yeah, it could really be unproductive just absorbing useless information, I would say. I think that if you can try to put more emphasis on practical information. Now, if you just like to learn about random things, that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying like don't learn random facts or whatever, but try to put a little bit more emphasis on practical information that's going to actually like help you and maybe take you somewhere or put you in the better spot. I like to read books that I can like word like the information that I absorb into my brain, I can actually put it into practice, such as I know this is maybe like cliche, but like I think Atomic Habits is like one of like the few, like I call it a TikTok book, because you know every guru wants to always put Atomic Habits on the pedestal, but Atomic Habits is like a cool book. I think it has really practical information in there that can really help you out in your life. So that's one book. Or right now I'm reading, I think it's called Deep Work, which is another book pertaining towards productivity. And so far I've been liking that book, and it has very practical information that I started practicing that has really helped me elevate in my life, guys. Like, not even joking. So I will say absorb practical information that will actually elevate you in your life. And yeah, that's basically it for this simple insight, guys. I hope you enjoyed this and you took something out of this. Again, it's very simple, nothing super crazy. It's just bam, just straight to the point. So I'll repeat one more time. The main message is more focus, more growth. If you want to get some gains, whether it's through muscles, whether it's through growing anything in this lifetime, your social media brand, your business, all that good stuff, focus. Practice subtraction, guys. All right, subtract the things that are just useless in your life, right? We already played the game of addition when we were kids. Now it's time to subtract the things to really shape what we really want. You know what I mean? It's time to sculpt it. We built the big block, and now it's time to sculpt out the block into an actual figure, and keep watering the plant. All right, consistently pour your time and energy into what truly matters, guys. So yeah, this is Ja here, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.